Welcome back to the Smoke and Mirrors podcast, your destination for the latest in movie news and reviews. We're your hosts, Rob, Dave, and Triz. Today, Rob and Triz will give you their thoughts on the third part of the Equalizer trilogy. Now let's start the show. Could you tell us about the synopsis of the film there, friendo?
Alrighty, get stuck in. So, I wrote this one myself, so I felt kind of proud. Robert McCall finds himself in a brand new environment, befriending the locals and finding his peace once again. However, much like everywhere Robert goes, there's someone that's disturbed his peace, and he must once again become a man of the people and maintain his as well as their peace.
Someone always just tries to fuck with his peace, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man just wants his tea.
Yeah. Just wants to be left alone. We'll read some books, drink some tea. We get old. Get a little fat. You know what I mean?
It's funny because he's fat.
What's wrong with these people?
They interrupted him while he put on the weight. So the host just what am I do now? I think that's why he's so pissed off.
Yeah, I'm gonna awkwardly squat in front of the camera. So we have Denzel Washington reprising his role as Robert McCall in this movie.
Robbie.
And then on top of that, we have Dakota Fanning as Emma. We also have Eugenio Mastrandria as Gio Benucci. David Denman as Frank Conroy. Gaia Scodolero as Amina. Remo Gironi as Enzo. Andrea Scarduzio as Vincent Quaranta, as well as Andrea Dodero as Marco Quaranta.
You need to do the hand. Margariti. And Antonio Margariti. Directed by Antonio Margariti. I love it. All right, let's jump into that technical breakdown. So it was shot at an aspect ratio of 2.39 by 1. So eventually when this does come out, you will see black letterbox bars on the top and bottom of your screen. Yeah, like that. It's the ultimate fucking 2.40 is the ultimate. We won't get into that. It was for sound mix. It was mixed in IMAX 6-track. We haven't heard much about an IMAX release for this film, so I don't know why it was sort of mixed like that. It was also mixed in Dolby Digital and Dolby Atmos, so expect that Dolby Atmos soundtrack from who released this? From Sony. It'll probably be kicking as well. They used ARRI Alexa 35s, a Panavision VA, Zeiss Master Prime, and Super Speed and Ingenue Optimo lenses as the cameras. They used Company 3 to develop all the film. It was shot on film, which is cool. It's got a 4K DI, which is awesome. It's got an ARRI RAW 4.6K source format, which is great. And that's about it. It was shot on film. It's the way it's supposed to be. It's the way everything's supposed to be. But yeah.
All right. Overall, this film for me is the epitome of that meme. You know, the horse in 3 stages, where at the start it looks fucking beautiful, it's hand drawn, just looks epic, and then the mid sort of falls off just a little bit, and then the end is just like a kid's crayon drawing of it.
Yes, yeah.
And that crayon drawing is where this film is. It's not. It pales in comparison to the rest of the films for me. I feel like the third act just got truncated because they just didn't know what to do. It just, and for something that they've built up for 2 movies, it just didn't. They didn't follow the formula. But the good thing is that Denzel's still putting his all into it, still making it work, and it's a good night out at the movies. It's not gonna.
Nice little action movie.
Yeah, yeah, but it's not going to be the one that you're going to be talking about at the end of the year. Like, fuck, remember Equalizer 3? Like that one was the fucking heater.
Do you
That's
know
Yeah.
what I
not
think about
that at
when
all.
I hear that is like when we first started hearing the rumblings of Taken,
Mm.
and like people like seeing Taken. I think you saw Taken and you were like, it was a fucking mad movie.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I was like, Liam fucking Neeson.
but it's done by that guy that did Transporter.
Yeah.
Like, how is this going to be good? I know it's Luc Besson, and we saw
Mm.
what he did with the Transporter, so I was expecting that. But
Mm.
that's what this sort of like,
That first one?
yeah,
And that's what I mean. Like that first one, it held so much gravitas just in terms of how solid it was. It
mm,
wasn't a bullshit movie. They set it up and everything worked in it. It was part of its identity.
mm,
And the second one sort of like it does a couple of new things, but it's still got a lot of fucking balls in there. You know what I mean?
mm.
This third one just it's lackluster.
Mm.
Yeah. For me, like I said, Denzel reprises the role really well because it still feels like it's Robert McCall. And with the environment they were in, it was so perfect to like learn something new about a different kind of mafia because we had the Russians in the first one, we had like American politics in the second. Then we could have fleshed out this whole thing, but they take, I'd say, a bit too long in that first act to establish these characters, then to continue to do nothing with them in the remaining. And it was just, yeah, that was a bit disappointing.
Yeah.
But this is that perfect movie where you can sit down with a meal and actually look down at your food and eat if you wanted to as well.
Mm. And it's part
I
of
don't
the
know if
two.
that's disrespect.
No, no. I find things to watch while I'm eating.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I can't eat. Like I will eat blind. Like Oz will just like eat like all the bone and everything. Just, like
Yeah.
yeah, big pause on that. Big pause on that. But yeah, if you're keen on seeing it, go see it. Don't stop yourself from actually finishing off the trilogy.
Mm.
I'm surprised that we actually hear this is the first Denzel trilogy. This is his fifth
Yeah.
collaboration with
Funny,
Antoine Fuqua. And it's the same creative team for all three movies.
That's a good thing. That's what you want. That's what Wick did.
Except for the last one.
Except for
We
that.
haven't got we haven't got my main man Kolstad.
Mm. Derek.